Hey guys, I'm changing two picks for this card. You guys always get upset at me when I flip-flop and don't let you guys know about it. So I wanted to get this video out there, get these two picks on record. But I am taking Tim Means as well as Dan Kelly. The Means fight, Muhammad obviously still the better wrestler, and Means has struggled with that in the past. But I just think Muhammad is too unathletic. Lacks enough power to really press that advantage for 3 rounds. Even as a wrestler, I don't think he's all that powerful. More of a technical wrestler, but I think on the feet, Means is just going to have such a huge advantage, being able to create openings. I think he's going to sneak a lot of strikes in there. He's going to have a reach advantage, and he's dangerous. I didn't like his kind of inactivity, his hesitancy in the Alex Garcia fight. I thought he didn't show up at all for the Alex Cowboy rematch. But Muhammad isn't anywhere near the level of athlete that Alex Oliveira is. And while I think he can still hit a takedown early here, I don't expect him to be able to do that for too long against Means. Means is scrappy off of his back. We saw that in the Jorge Masvidal fight years ago. I thought I actually scored that fight for Means. Thought he can make the argument that he won that fight, but I don't think Muhammad can just take him down round after round for 3 rounds. And on the feet, I think he's just going to get squashed. Like I said, Means with the reach advantage. He's really clever with his striking and his pretty big power in close range. And Muhammad's chinny, got brutally knocked out by Vicente Luque pretty early. Joe Ban cracked him, dropped him in their fight, and he wasn't able to take Joe Ban down, or didn't look to. And even in his last fight against me, and he started that fight eating some shots, but even when he gets guys on the ground, like a fighter as novice as Dodger Montano, really didn't do much. Couldn't really open him up until the 3rd round for the finish. And I just think he doesn't offer enough danger with, especially not with his striking, but even on the ground. And I don't think is a good enough athlete to really take Means down for 3 rounds. He's not even the level of athlete of John Howard. I mentioned that fight in my initial video for this fight. John Howard hit some big takedowns on Means in their fight a couple years ago, but I don't think Muhammad is even at that level of athleticism. So I just think that Muhammad's not going to be able to keep Means on the ground for the entire fight, and on the feet, Means should just have a huge advantage with power and craft, and I think he's going to hurt Muhammad, if not knock him out, stun him, and submit him. So I'm going with Means. And then Dan Kelly, I picked Theodorou mostly just based off of his youth and athleticism. But thinking about this matchup more, I don't think that that's going to be enough to get past Old Man Dan. The thing about Theodorou is that his striking game is kind of non-existent. He's not a range striker, and he's really not even a pocket striker. What he is a pace fighter with a lot of forward pressure, continuous movement, but he's never really hurt anyone with pure striking. The only fight that I can recall where he was really dangerous was the Sheldon Westcott fight to win the Tough Series, and then I think he had a finish over Roger Narvaez after that. But he's not doing it with striking skill. He's just breaking guys with pace and forward movement. And in that Cesar Mutanche fight, it's kind of reckless. Blitzing Mutanche with a lot of kind of wild, unset up stuff, spinning. And I think if he gets reckless like that against Dan Kelly, who is not a technical striker, but a very committed striker, will throw hands, will continuously throw and be undeterred from doing so. I think for Theodorou, the fact that he can get reckless coming forward, combined with the fact that he will have to continuously close that distance, get into the pocket to have success against Dan Kelly. I think that's going to lead to Kelly just catching him while he's spinning for something dumb, or just catching him as he tries to come in and looks to tie up for the clinch, which is really the only place where Theodorou has been having success lately. He hasn't been able to press that wrestling advantage for a while. Couldn't do it even against Brad Tavares, and even against Sam Alvey, couldn't take him down. Most of that fight was him holding Sam Alvey against the fence. So even in the clinch, Kelly being the judo player and having taken guys down, out wrestled guys for decision wins like Chris Camozzi, I think he will have the advantage in the clinch, and is probably the better wrestler here. Maybe not as athletic, but just thinking about Theodorou's game more, he's really not been that dominant, and I think pace is not going to be enough to lay Kelly to rest here. Kelly's got the bigger power. He has the more effective striking game, even if it's really basic and not that technical either. But yeah, Theodorou just kind of looks like he doesn't really have a very developed game. It's mostly just pace and clinching and forward movement, and I think he's going to walk into something. I think Kelly's going to hurt him. If Kelly could do that to Carlos Jr., I think he can do it to Theodorou. So I think on an athletic from an athletic perspective, the fight favors Theodorou, but style-wise, I think Theodorou kind of plays right into Kelly's hands. So I'm going with Kelly by, I'm going to say second or third round TKO. So those are my two new picks. Just wanted to let you guys know, coming at you here early Saturday morning before the fights. I know I was going to say that I look kind of shabby, but I think in high def I look pretty good. I think I should try to do this, make this standard from now on. But I'm in my gym jams. My hair's not slicked back. I still have the gel in it from the previous day. It's holding up. It's holding up a little bit, but I just wanted to get this out there. Thank you guys. Bye.